Hi creative friends, this is Soraya and thank you so much for being here. I'm super excited to make this video today. It's where I talk about a specific concept from this amazing book and then I act upon that concept. First of all, this book over here, Painting the Landscape of Your Soul, and I don't want to mispronounce her name, but I will leave all the information in the description below in case any of you are interested. This book has a very therapeutic approach and it gives you a completely new way of experiencing art and your world, really. You can simply open up any page in the book and go, which is how I tend to use it. You don't have to go sequentially. Now, in this book, there are prompts, meditations, journaling, ritual, ceremony. I mean, it's an amazing, amazing book. And it shows how art and creativity can be a path to self-discovery, healing, trusting our intuition, reclaiming and connecting with our inner self and all the parts of ourselves, really. And it's a journey towards wholeness and integration. And I've used these principles to strengthen my own visual language and stand in my truth. Now, honestly, you guys, when I first started taking art classes, I had a lot of professors who I know in my mind would scoff at this book, and I probably would have as well. Like, this was over 20 years ago. But now, as I go further and further along on my creative path, this book is such an amazing, just a gift of enormous proportions. It has been for me because it got me out of that very tight and stilted way of doing things into more ease and flow and what aligns with my creativity in a way that pleases my soul, I guess is the best way I can put it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to read this over here. And you guys, I have to clean up my desk. I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow because it's getting to be where I can't even move. Like, there's just so much stuff everywhere. So I'm just gonna read this. It goes, "Don't judge the juice, follow the energy." And I absolutely love this concept. I actually have it written down and I pin it right up above my studio table because every time I go off kilter and I feel like I'm faltering and I'm getting too tight, I just come back to, this adage, just these few words. And I have a few of these words. Another one is love what you love. And I've shared that one with you, but I also love this one here. Just follow your energy and don't judge anything. Here, the term energy is used as an action motivator, something that excites you, that propels you from one brushstroke to the next. Did you ever start doing something and before you know it, hours have passed? That is because you have lots of energy doing the activity, so time steps off to the side for a while. Following the energy is the real juice or motivator for the intuitive creative process. When you feel excitement or energy, follow it until it runs out. Even if you haven't completed what you started, your mind might kick in and tell you to keep going. You can't leave something incomplete. If there is no energy left, simply stop painting. Just think about it. You are happily painting a blue circle and all you want to do is fill your painting with more of them. There is lots of energy to keep going. You have a momentary thought, your mind, that there are too many blue circles. So check in with your intuitive self. Are you having fun? Yes? Then keep on moving. You may try to create a story about the circle, but there is no need to do that. For now, the energy is in the circle. Keep going. Let your intuition continue to download your heart's intelligence. Oh my God, I love that. Love that. Your heart's intelligence. When the energy has left that particular movement, follow the next energy. Imagine that you hear, see, feel, or sense that you need to put a pink cloud at the bottom left of your painting. Your mind might pipe up and say, but that defies all logic. Tell your mind, yep, I am breaking some logic right now. Follow the energy. The why becomes insignificant. And then she goes on and on and on. So please let me know, you guys, if you want me to do a few more exercises from this book. It really is an amazing book. And I'm not sure how much it is right now, but I know that, when I purchased it many years ago, I think about 7 or 8 years ago, it was kind of pricey. I want to say it was about $50. So, you know, if you cannot get it at your library, just to take a look and see if you are interested in doing it, in working through these, let me know if you want me to do a few other exercises. I really love this book, and I've used it in many respects to, oh my God, I got paint all over it, but that's okay. I have used it to stand in the truth of my like my own voice. You know, it's helped me it's helped me give strength to my voice. I'm gonna stop talking so much. Basically, what I'm gonna do now is I am going to do, you know, that prompt, which is don't judge anything and just follow my energy. So basically what I've done here is I have just put down some ultramarine blue. As you can see, I just kind of like splashed it randomly. Like there was no kind of, oh, I should be doing this and that, none of that. The only thing I wanted to do was just get some paint down on here, and I wanted to have it dry naturally without me using a heating tool, and that's why I did it before I turned the camera on. And this is watercolor paper, and what I have been exploring recently is I've kind of been doing the 100-day project, and I'm exploring mixed media portraits, and I'm trying to do it in a way that's like a little bit uncomfortable for me, I guess, or, you know, experimental. I'm just trying to be more in a beginner's mind, fun, playful type of situation. And also another thing I'm doing with my 100-day project is I'm trying not to use a lot of the bright colors I normally use. Like I'm trying to go with more of a neutral palette. I just want to explore that, maybe not for the whole 100 portraits, but just in the beginning. It's just kind of an intention I set for myself. So anyways, the prompt was, you know, don't judge anything, just follow the energy, like whatever makes you happy. So I'm just using my black Stabilo. I dipped it in some of my water here to activate it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try to see how I can draw a face on here. So I'm gonna look for an entry point. Now I could turn this around, like I could do it like so, or I could do it like so, but I think I'm gonna keep it like this because I could kind of use this as part of the hair, I'm thinking. So this is gonna be, let me see here, like this is gonna be the hair, and okay, so I am just gonna follow my excitement, follow my energy, just see what it wants to do, see where it wants to go, and I'm not going to judge anything. So if like a judgment comes up and, you know, I find myself going, oh, I shouldn't do that, you know, blah, you know, that constipated feeling of like fear, I guess, and judgment, I'm going to stop, and I am just gonna be like, you know what, no, I'm just gonna follow my energy here and just do what makes me happy. And there we go. And let's see here. So I really love this idea of adding just some color down and then going and drawing over top of it. And sometimes I use two colors, and they're just random. Like usually I pick a blue, maybe a yellow, a burnt sienna, whatever it is. I don't want to put too many colors on, but I kind of like that, like, spontaneity. And since we're talking about energy, it just infuses a page with this kind of wish of color. Like I don't even have anything on there, like there's no lines, there's nothing. It's just like pure color, which to me is energy. Color is just has so much energy. So here we go, and I hope the camera can pick up on these lines here. I'm going to make it a little bit darker. And do you see already like how there's so much energy on the page? And there. we go. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is you know what? I think I'm gonna add some tea bags. I have really been I mean, you guys, this is so addictive because I started using tea bags a while ago in my art journals, but I'm just finding all the different ways that tea bags add so much luscious texture, dimension. I mean, it just makes me happy. I don't know. There's just no other way to get around it. It delights me. And that's what this prompt is about. You know, it's just about following your energy without judgment. To me, another way to translate that would be do what delights you. Just love what you love. It's another way of saying love what you love, honestly. It's do what delights you, do what makes you happy. Because, you know, in my healing journey, which, you know, I don't separate my healing journey from my art journey. It's all the same thing to me. It took me years to realize that, but it is. And there's an adage in recovery that says the closer you get to fear, the further away you get from love. I'm going to say that again. The closer you get to fear, the further away you get from love. And I find that is so true. And even in art, in life and in art, the more you stay in a place of fear, which, you know, fear takes on many faces. It takes on the face of judgment. It takes on the face of who do you think you are? I'm not good enough. You know, fear has a million different faces. The closer you get to fear, the further away you get from love. And when Connie Siller talks about love what you love, or, you know, this lady over here, when she talks about staying, you know, turning off your judgment. Judgment is fear. So it's just the whole adage of, yeah, just love what you love, you guys. You don't have to explain anything to anybody. And I'm just gonna put this over. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. And so every time my judgment, fear, mind, inner critic comes on, I just go, yep, you know what? I'm just doing what I love. I'm doing what makes me happy. I'm just delighting my soul. Like, talk to yourself like that. That's a great way to, you know, to get your inner critic to give up. You just have to be more committed than your inner critic, I guess. And you guys, these tea bags are too much. I just am absolutely loving them to no end. Now I am gonna put another piece over here, like so. And I'm just gonna drop my Liquitex ink right into that Mod Podge. You can do that, you guys. There's no, like, I haven't found any negative aspects to doing that. It's actually, I actually love it. You know, you can get some interesting kind of textures and a lot of depth. And I love it when this Liquitex ink like mixes with, see how it mixes with that black Stabilo or even the blue Stabilo. It's just so luscious. I'm gonna drag some of this in here. So you guys, while I work on this, I just want to talk about the 100-day project. I posted it on my YouTube, where you can like post pictures and just write a little blurb. And I just want to thank, there were a few people who suggested that I lead a 100-day project series. But honestly, you guys, I just couldn't kind of commit to that because I am going to go back to posting on Instagram. And I just feel like, you know, with my YouTube channel and with Instagram, it is just going to be too much. And I, with my 100-day project, I don't do it every day, honestly. I just do it whenever. Like sometimes I'll do 2 portraits in a day, or sometimes then I won't do it for a few days, and I just feel it would be too stressful. But I did say that if anybody else wants to, you know, lead a 100-day project series, I will post it. I will put the links on my YouTube channel, my social media, and I will follow along. But I just didn't feel like I could commit to it wholeheartedly. So yeah, but this 100-day project is really, I'm just exploring like doing mixed media portraits, but in just a little bit of a different way than I usually do. So I'm just gonna drag some of this blue that I put on here. I had some on my palette, and I'm just gonna kind of mix it here with this burnt sienna, and I just am loving this whole situation. And I'm using watercolor paper, you guys, but you know, if you guys were gonna do this portrait, you can use any paper. And actually, if you're gonna do this exercise of following your energy, the prompt from this book that I just talked about, you do not have to do a portrait at all. I'm doing a portrait, but you can do that in your art journal. You can do it for a still life. You can use that prompt. It's just a great prompt. It's like the love what you love. It's just such a great prompt. Like, follow your energy. Just, you know, whatever. And this is like a bright, like she said, from brush stroke to brush stroke. Just go, yeah, you know, this makes me happy. This is where the juice is. So I am really pleased with this, honestly. I'm just gonna get a little bit of red here. So I'm really loving the direction of this, you guys, and I feel that that prompt really did help me out. And I don't know, I love circles, by the way, but I don't know if it's because she was talking about circles, but I am now feeling drawn to make some circles here. I don't know if I should do it now. You know what, I'm gonna get some blue, and I think I'm just gonna make some circles here. I do love circles, you guys. It just makes me happy. It's meditative, and there's not enough things in the world that bring us joy, honestly. So anytime I can be like, hey, that just makes me happy, there doesn't have to be a reason deeper than that. And just kind of get this black in here, just kind of like squishing it in there. Okay, you guys, I am going to allow this to completely dry here. And let me know if you guys want me to, you know, go through the book a little bit more, or do another prompt, or any of those things, because this is seriously an amazing, amazing book. And I cannot recommend it highly enough. If you feel a pull towards it, then I would say certainly look into it. If you feel like, oh no, this is not something I would be interested in, and maybe, you know, like I mentioned 20 years ago, I would have looked at this book and I would have said, oh my God, like this is so like out there for me, because I really enjoyed kind of like this, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I liked the predictability, and then as the more and more I went, because I think I started taking drawing classes and watercolor classes. And in the beginning, I really loved the predictability of knowing how my painting was going to turn out. But over time, that got to be really stilted, and it just didn't align with me and where my art was going. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.